here's how you use every single spell in the Underworld. That's right, the series is back after a long deserved break, and it's finally here once again, and we're going to jump right straight into it. Let's get started. First spell we have here is Rending Slice. Now, for some reason, it doesn't actually show in game, but you guys already saw a picture on your screen. Rending Slice is a rare warrior move, which is honestly the best spell for the Underworld, where you set a forward red/forward, and here's exactly how you use it on a dungeon. To use Rending Slice, you need to use it very similar to Blade Throw. First, you're going to require Shift Lock, and you're going to have to go to a decent range that it can hit, and then use your attack to start chipping them down. Then you're going to wait a little bit, and then once you reload it, you can go ahead and shoot it again, and repeat that until the mobs are dead. Next spell we have is the Infernal Orbs, which is the only uncommon spell in the Underworld. The only one you didn't see really on the thumbnail. Now, this one works actually pretty similar to Rending Slice in terms of how it works. You shoot it and it takes damage overall. It does a total of 12 ticks and does damage depending on your spell power, so it's basically a mage version of the Rending Slice, something kind of similar like that. Now, here is how you use it on a dungeon. They actually work exactly the same as Rending Slice, just isn't as good of a spell. You go ahead and shoot here, and the mobs will start to chip down slowly, and you need to make the mobs follow you, like for example right here, until you can go ahead and reset and use your spells, and once again hit them right there using your Shift Lock. It is very important to use your Shift Lock while using these spells. Next up, we have the Demonic Spikes. Now, Demonic Spikes is a rare spell, and you use it mainly by aiming with Shift Lock. More explained further on how to use it on a dungeon. But basically, you aim it at something and you shoot it as much as possible, having a certain amount of ticks of 12 ticks and with a 9-second cooldown. Honestly, it's kind of the one that's based most on Shift Lock, which I'm going to explain now. Here's how you use it on a dungeon. This heavily relies on Shift Lock. A lot, because when you use it, wherever you're aiming is exactly where it's gonna go. If I activate this spell and don't use Shift Lock and try to dodge the mobs, for example, I'm going to turn it off, use it here, and then try to get away, I can't get the other mobs because I'm running away. And I have to be running into danger constantly. So go ahead, make sure to master Shift Lock if you're going to use this spell, and if you're not really good at Shift Lock yet, then maybe use a different spell. But if you do know this one, you should be fine. We're on to the Nightmare spells, and we're starting the Nightmare spells with the Ice Totem. It's an epic, and basically works pretty simple. All you gotta do is walk up to your enemies, and be in the range of the enemies, and just place it, and it will be doing damage to whatever is on the zone. If it's not on the zone, then it will not do damage to them. So you gotta make sure to do it on a range where all the mobs are, so you can do damage to all of them. Because if you miss them, then they won't be able to. It is stationary and it will not move. Here's how you use it on a dungeon. Now, the Ice Totem is a spell that I'm not really a big fan of, but it is simple. All you have to do is press the correct digit or place to be able to place it, and whatever walks into that range takes damage. For example, that demon died there, but it stays still directly where you are, so you can leave it right here, walk away, and it's still gonna stay there the entire time. Now, for the final spell we have here is Infernal Strike, which is a very short range. One hit you do here and they take over time. And you wait here again, and you gotta get the mobs close, so you can go ahead and hit them right here and do them over and over again. It has a 7-second cooldown, it's also an epic, and well, is the Nightmare spell for the Underworld. Here's how you use it on a dungeon. For the Infernal Strike, it is a pretty short range, so you're gonna go ahead and get them as close as possible, and deal with one powerful strike. Just get them together, circle them as much as possible, use the spell, and hit them with it. And then you're just going to repeat that until the mobs are dead. Pretty simple, just go ahead and keep spamming it. It is kind of a spammable move, but I'd still say use Rending Slice over this. Final one here, Ice Nova. And honestly, it's a rarity, but it should be epic. I love this spell. Now for this spell, it is like Ice Totem, but instead of it standing still on one area, this thing follows you. And wherever you go is wherever it damages. It really depends on your playstyle. If you just want to keep a totem still, keep it going right here, and you can walk away, but the mobs could still be following you, then use that one. But you can use Ice Nova if you want basically spell to follow you and have basically a death aura around you. Now here's exactly how you use it on a dungeon. Honestly, my favorite spell, and pretty much the least skilled spell, honestly it's the Ice Totem, but it follows you. You don't even need shift lock for this. You can just walk to the mobs, dodge them while then, and damage them. If they're more inside the circles, the damage doesn't increase, it's all around the same thing. But like, it is really an easy spell to use. You can use it on mob, bosses, on anything, as long as they're in the circle in general. You should be able to do this with relative ease. Just go ahead and walk around and use the spell. So if you're struggling with shift lock, which you shouldn't be this early, maybe give this spell a shot, though it is Nightmare though. And that's all the Underworld spells. Honestly, Underworld doesn't have a lot of spells. It's kind of surprising. Well, what is your favorite Underworld spell? Comment that down below and why. And I'll probably answer. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. YouTube says you'll like the video on your screen right now. And waddle out, my friends.